Bienvenidos, bienvenidas al canal de Tony Gamer, tu canal de videojuegos.
Hi Lainey, what's cracking?
They are showing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
That's not the real world. It's a TV show.
I'll think about it. But for now I need to keep on watching.
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life if I just disassemble her only friend. I don't think I can do this. I've already made an entry. Note. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. A brand new episode of Twilight Area. Locked. Truda?
So, Professor, did you take a look-see around the area?
You could definitely say so. You may call off the police.
How come?
I've got my notes back.
But the inspector is already on his way.
Then just call him off in person if he's early.
As you wish.
I wanted to return your fishing rod.
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this lake, I can tell you, Professor. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle, your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle, if it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. What was it then?
A traveler's check for over 100 Deutschmark.
You little rascal. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Thanks. She's back in her parallel universe. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. Their collective weight is almost breaking the antenna. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
How much for a ticket?
1 ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be leaving then. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross. Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
Baron,
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
the pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He is resting. My loyal Claus.
Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Truberbrook, in all its splendor and glory.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft, yes, a real good-for-nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Truberbrook, but I was suspicious of this Mr. Taft right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... I need to be on my way.
Until next time, Mr. Tannhauser.
A cone of roasted almonds. 10 pfennigs. I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
Step right up! Step right up! Wanna put your brains to the test?
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay. Consider me sold.
Right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
He's wearing a violin neck for a peg leg.
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Very. What's a sailorman doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailorman if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailorman.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care!
This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily. Typical case of light pollution. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acer platanus, the sycamore maple. Locked. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross. A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake. I'm not going to use this thing. A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake. Locked. I've already made an You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine. Their collective weight is almost breaking the antenna. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
You don't look so good. Sorry I said that.
No, it's cool, really. I get that a lot.
About the quantum discriminator.
Yes?
I totally lost track. What was it I was looking for again?
Take a look at these plans, will you? We need a power source as strong as possible. If this was my dimension, I'd recommend using one of those handy 90,000 volt batteries. I'm afraid that's not an option.
Whew. That's a lot of juice we're needing.
We do need a particle accelerator as well. Has to be small enough to fit in there.
A brown tube, maybe? From a TV set?
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. Get creative on that. A keyboard, buttons, any kind of interface.
I understand.
And a really potent coolant. It's going to burst if you can't keep the temperature low.
What do you have in mind?
Water won't do. Think of something.
Okay, I'll be back soon. There's something funny about that clock. I don't want to take this with me. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby. She's back in her parallel universe. There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life if I just disassemble her only friend. I don't think I can do this. Now where would this lead to? Truda?
Hello, Professor.
Would you mind looking for my real deposit?
Come again?
My massage rod.
Your what?
Never mind. I would like to ask you,
Oh yes, of course.
does the name Lazarus Taft ring a bell with you?
Haft. Oh yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Ripped my guests off to the last penny. Shady type. You better not get involved with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... never mind. Would you mind looking for my real deposit?
Come again?
My massage rod.
Your what?
Never mind. I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
I just need a moment to reach operational temperature. Patience, just a moment, pal. I just need a moment to reach operational temperature.
A cone of roasted almond. I think I have enough.
Step right up, mister!
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Every ticket's a winner. No blanks, guaranteed.
So, are there...
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm...
I'll be leaving then. He's wearing a violin neck for a peg leg.
Arr.
I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take.
Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. A swarm of fireflies is gathering around the broken streetlight. Maybe they think it's their god. I wonder what it's like to be a firefly. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily, typical case of light pollution. A swarm of fireflies. Maybe they think it's their god. I wonder what it's like. A nation split in... I don't even know where to go. A nation split in two. A swarm of fireflies is gathering. Maybe they think it's their god. Truberbrook, County of Broken Landa, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. They're an Otto Teton of Truberbrook Suds, reunited with his tomcat claws. Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. I need to be on my way.
Until next time.
It's the window to my room.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
I think I have enough. They're having a blast out there. That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda. It's an excerpt of the Tonklin Diary. Interphasic coil spanner, quantum flux regulator, ODM. How are you holding up?
Don't worry.
So when you were talking about the outlines of reality,
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then suddenly reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
Like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
I think I've seen it. Please, go on.
See, you humans define yourself as some kind of entity that exists inside this corporeal shell. Kind of a consciousness that is somewhat attached to this bodily mass. Where it stems from and why it's there in the first place is totally abstract to you, right? And these two eyes of yours, they define the center of your cosmos, of your perception. Yet there is so much more. You humans need to understand that there's more to the perception of the universe. It's all there. You are just incapable of seeing it. Distant stars and galaxies, sea beams, the Big Bang, all these things you're missing out on. In order to gain a higher understanding of things, the fabric of the universe, to understand the very meaning of your existence, you need to overcome that self-centered view. You have to see the whole picture. Hans, if I could just open your eyes.
You make it sound as if everything we did was wrong.
Let me put it this way. You have not experienced common people until you have heard it in the original by William Shatner.
So what do we do now?
First, we have to construct a quantum. Second, save the world.
A brand new episode of Twilight Area. There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life. I don't think I can do this. She's back in a trance. She's back in her parallel universe. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. Beverly, I have made an astounding discovery. As it turns out, the town's only phone booth leads to some sort of secret passageway. It leads right into the Millennium Cooperative's control center. If I return to the portal empty-handed, no, not an option. Their collective weight is almost breaking the antenna. There's a brown tube inside. The kid, I don't think I can. She's back in her parallel universe. A brand new episode of an empty jar. That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend. She's back in her parallel. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. That's a ticket for the raffle. This must be my lucky day.
Step right up! Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed! Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that, you're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize, a can of cat food, generously provided by the Truberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my. Thanks, I guess.
Well, enjoy!
Their collective weight is almost breaking the antenna.
Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed!
I'll be leaving then. Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for...
I just need a moment to reach operational temp.
Muchísimas gracias por haberos pasado por el vídeo, espero que os haya gustado y si os ha gustado no olvidéis dejar like y suscribiros al canal. Muchas gracias y hasta un próximo vídeo. ¡Adiós!